This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one, and today we're breaking down all the heat between Draymond Green and Kenyon Martin. Check this clip out.
What was your reaction? I don't know if you've seen the whole Draymond video, but it was like a good 10 or 11 minutes. Just going on. I know Kenyon posted a video. He responded.
Joe, what did I say, Joe, earlier? I said it wasn't about me, so therefore.
Bandit, I'm not in it. All right.
I didn't see nothing.
We literally just said on a recent episode that Draymond was a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't know. Y'all just hear what y'all want to hear.
Hey, look at this. Are we going to talk about this on Tuesday? That's all I need to know.
It seems like everybody who's tagged me in the tweets, everybody wants to talk about it.
I'm showing up late.
And I don't feel like
put all that aggression out on the couch while I'm sitting there trying to enjoy my Tuesday.
I appreciate you, Meech.
I feel like if they talked about it on Instagram today, there ain't no point to redoing it, you know?
Draymond, try to run numbers up on the Draymond Green Show. And there's this other thing, just quickly back to the Kenyon Draymond, because I just saw somebody posted the tweet in the chat where Kenyon said a hit dog will holla. We do a sports and basketball show. We comment on a lot of things going around the NBA. We talk about current players all the time. Everybody on the show is entitled to their opinion on the couch. So, like, why y'all talking about him or that? Because why not? He's trending.
Okay. All right. Since you don't want to do the PJ, tell me what's going on. What happened? What happened?
No, I want to do PJ. I'm just telling everybody.
Well, no. What happened? What? Give me on your words. Let's pretend I didn't read it or didn't hear it.
So Kenyon did another podcast. They asked him who were those guys, quote unquote, enforcer types, whatever. He talked about some players back in his day. The Davis boys over in Indiana, Antonio and Dale.
Okay.
But and some other guys. And then they asked about Draymond, and he basically said that Draymond is very calculated in who he goes after. He goes after a lot of players that won't go back at him. Okay. The internet tried to interpret that as Kenyon calling Draymond a fake tough guy. He never said those words. But that's what the clickbait was for the clips. So we addressed it on Gilbert Arenas presented by Underdog Woo Woo this past week. Just to say, because he had the situation with Wemby, trying to punk Wemby. Wemby held his ground. Draymond obviously very complimentary of Wemby after that.
Okay.
And Kenyon just spoke his mind. At no point was it anything about his game or him as a basketball player. I think we've all on the couch said Draymond first ballot Hall of Famer. Okay. We did have that discussion with Shad earlier in the week, where Shad said Draymond as a Hall of Famer should have some expectations, but his expectations to play defense. If he gets a triple single, we're not tripping. That's not his role and job with the team.
True.
Go out there and get buckets. So Draymond, 11, 12 minutes straight on the Draymond Green show today, the clip that dropped today. Just going at Kenyon, obviously went at McCants, went at Kenyon for not having championships. Okay. And the internet has responded. Some people are extremely supportive of Kenyon. Some people say that Draymond cut Kenyon. A lot of people said if you replace Draymond with Kenyon on those Warrior squads, how deadly and dangerous would those squads be? Okay. You know me, Gil. I merely host. I mind my business. I stay out the way. Coaching the youth.
So stop it, Kenyon. All right, so let me see. So what did Draymond use? So Draymond basically went –
one time All-Star, you have no rings, all that kind of good shit. Then told McCants and Kenyon they don't know what it's like to be a champion, and had to, very condescendingly explain to them what goes into having. Ooh.
Oh, this is a good game, man. These young boys out here doing their thizzle.
You ain't even got to watch no more basketball after this game. That's how good this game is. Woo. Sheesh.
Well, I mean, it's two different eras, man. Kenyon played in an era where you're talking about arguably all the top power fours in NBA history was in the era.
There were a lot of good ones.
Like I'm just gonna don't era you. Okay, let's try this again. All the top power fours in NBA history was in that era. so he had to guard the number one for his whole career, the number, now 3, 4, 5, right? I mean, his matchups. Then you had I'm sure if we then you got Weber, you got all of them. I'm pretty sure if Kenyon was making all-stars with the same amount of numbers because of the teams that was. Man, they didn't even. I just thought about it. They didn't even give Kenyon all-stars for those years.
This beef blew up fast. Gilbert kept it real and showed how the internet twisted everything. Draymond and Kenyon both came with serious energy. This one's wild.
Yeah, so Kenyon got the All-Star in the East, decided to go to the West, so the Nuggets basically went into the fire.
That's kind of like what fucked him up.
And more context, obviously the chat calling me out, but Draymond from Saginaw, Kenyon from Saginaw, said that Draymond said he looked up to Kenyon growing up. So I think Draymond just heard that Kenyon speaking on him.
Hey, wait. If you was 9th in Defensive Player of the Year, you don't make the second team all defensive team?
It depends on how the voting shakes out. This was positional back then, though, right? So,
we had position basketball. I forgot they did change it to positionless for voting.
So now I think it's the 10 best defenders in the NBA.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. See, the All-Stars was a little weird too. It was the Dwight Howard who got screwed when they took the centers away and made it front court players. Where a front court player, if he had more votes than a center, he got that spot. And that happened 2013, 2014, when he took away the center. So after 2014, so let's see when Draymond made his first All-Star game. I thought so.
After.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, Trey.
Because what happens is, remember, there's only two powerful. Because once you took away the center, it kind of removed people out the way.
Come on, Brandon Williams. God.
The 2015 All-Star West. Let me just make sure. Yep. See, so this is what they start doing. So now you got Kobe and Curry, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi, and Kevin Durant. So look at how many pieces of guards that are taken off the bench. Because if it was before, it would have been Curry, Kobe, and then you have Kawhi, Kevin Durant, and then you have Anthony Davis as the starter. So now on the back end, now you got Draymond Green, DeMarcus Cousins, LaMarcus Aldridge, Anthony Davis. You got all the bigs coming off the bench. So it kind of changed it a little bit. But you can't. But that's the way the rules were. So you can't take it away from them.
Those were the times.
Gilbert Arenas broke down the whole situation between Draymond Green and Kenyon Martin by explaining how the drama really started and how it spiraled once the internet got involved, making everything louder and messier than it actually was. According to Gilbert, Kenyon appeared on a podcast where he was asked about enforcer types from different eras, and while he talked about physical players from his time, he also mentioned that Draymond tends to be calculated with who he targets on the court, usually choosing opponents who will not bark back. Kenyon never called Draymond a fake tough guy, but online headlines twisted his comments into something more inflammatory, which led Draymond to take offense and fire back on his own show. Draymond responded with a long, heated monologue going directly at Kenyon and Rashad McCants, arguing that they cannot critique championship behavior when they have not won at the highest level. He listed his accolades, leaned into his identity as a champion, and spoke in a tone that Arenas described as condescending, almost lecturing them about what real winning looks like. On Times Gil's Arena asterisk, the crew stressed that they have always shown respect to Draymond as a first-ballot Hall of Famer and never questioned his basketball ability, only discussing a trending topic the way their show always does. Gilbert also emphasized that Kenyon played in a physically brutal era full of legendary power forwards, and because of that, comparing his resume to Draymond's is not simple or fair. He added that players and fans can have opinions without needing championship rings to validate them.